At the Kendall Hall TV studio, Emmy Award-winning filmmaker Kyra Knox hit the college campus, screening her 2023 documentary, Bad Things Happen in Philadelphia, and holding a Q&A afterward. Knox, a Philadelphia documentarian, already has a well-decorated list of recognitions after releasing just her 2023 debut film. Along with the Emmys, she's had her work featured in Deadline, The Hollywood Reporter, NPR Morning Edition, Filmmaker Magazine, and many more. The event was made possible by the Department of Communication, Journalism, and Film at the college in collaboration with the Student Film Union and TCNJ Art Gallery's Future Without Guns exhibit, with which the screening worked in conjunction, as Knox also directed a documentary for the exhibit. The Signal had the chance to speak with TCNJ Art Gallery director Margaret Pizzala-Granlund on what inspired her to curate both Futures Without Guns and this film screening, getting it to the college campus.
I was really impressed with the exhibition and thought that it would be a really good fit for our campus. Because it's a campus art gallery, I want to bring in shows that kind of address issues and ideas that students from a variety of disciplines would be interested in, and the theme of this exhibition just fit that really well.
The screening was introduced by Communication Studies professor Susan Ryan, specializing in documentary and film studies at the college. Here's what she had to say on what students could take away from Knox and her film.
And I think the filmmaker Kyra Knox is really so invested in making films about Philadelphia, a city that she grew up in, and she's really very passionate about letting people know about the gun violence problem. So it's really good for students to see just how you can take an idea and really run with it.
Created during the COVID pandemic, Bad Things Happen in Philadelphia was produced in a time when gun violence in Philly was unfortunately breaking records back in 2021, navigating the effects of gun violence on young men, women, and mothers living in Philadelphia. A majority of the watch was definitely not easy as we moved away from the sport of basketball to the faces of women from organizations like Mothers in Charge, recalling how they've lost their own loved ones to gun violence, quickly turning smiles to frowns and teary eyes. It all goes to show that giving these kids something to get busy with, like basketball in this case, can lessen their chances of getting curious and diving headfirst into a rabbit hole of weapons, guns, and violence. For viewers, they can learn more about organizations enacting positive change and why they could use more support. After the film concluded, students and staff took turns asking Knox questions about her experience making the film, as well as what she had to endure through it given such a tough subject. But first, she explained how the film was even able to get out there in the first place, with her big endorsement being from NBA Hall of Famer Allen Iverson, the former Philadelphia 76ers player and Philly native who helped out given the basketball theme and local Philadelphia setting.
Because Allen Iverson's name was attached, it caused more people to want to come out and view it, more people to stream it because of his name, which then ended up getting all of that funding for the two nonprofits.
Some more big ideas that came from the Q&A were Knox explaining the impact of her film with her storytelling driving progress for organizations like Shoot Basketballs Not People and Mothers in Charge, heavily featured in the film. If you couldn't catch Knox's film at the screening, you can stream, purchase, or rent it via Amazon Prime Video. And if you'd like to see the Futures Without Guns exhibit, you can check it out from now until October 19th, 2025 in the Arts and Interactive Multimedia Building's Art Gallery during open hours, with Knox's documentary screening outside. From Kendall Hall, this has been Andre Paras for The Signal.